the watch is tethered to my iPhone, and that's what that means, because that little green box is representing an iPhone. So that's my iPhone 7 Plus. Okay, so if I go ahead and make a phone call, which we'll do right now. Siri, call Apple.
Call Apple Inc. on 1 Infinite Loop in Cupertino. Calling Apple Inc.
So we're going to call Apple now.
Thank you for calling Apple. We are closed. Apple's normal business hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I want to use this independently of my phone. That's why I got it. That's why I was sold on the whole presentation of the Apple, Series 3, is I want to be able to untether myself from my iPhone. I want to be able to walk around just with my watch like Dick Tracy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn off my iPhone and see what happens. So let's do that now. Okay, so now I just turned off my iPhone, and you can see the display now went to, this is still turned white, and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but now you see these little bars there. Let me go closer. Okay, now what that represents is that is not cellular connectivity. What's happening is the watch is now connected to Wi-Fi. And when I first saw this, I was a little baffled because I did think it was cellular connectivity, but it's not. So how the watch is working now is basically the watch connects to the last known network. So I'm in my office right now, and basically if the phone was, whatever Wi-Fi's the phone has been connected to, the watch is going to go ahead and seek those out. The reason why it's going to Wi-Fi is the watch is now going to make Wi-Fi calls, and it's going to do that to save battery. So let's go ahead and let's try it. Siri, call Apple.
Call Apple Inc. on 1 Infinite Loop in Cupertino. Calling Apple Inc.
Okay, so let's see if it can make the call, and this is over Wi-Fi calling.
Thank you for calling Apple. We are closed. Apple's normal business hours
Okay,
are 8
so
a.m.
it made that
p.m.
call,
Pacific
and that
time.
works. Okay, so that's Wi-Fi calling. I just turned the Wi-Fi off, and you can see, as soon as I did that, the display has changed on the watch. So now you see how that white kind of antenna has switched to green. Okay, now when it's in this mode, and you can see there, I have, you can see the little dots there. That's, the watch is now connected via cellular. So now the watch now has cellular connectivity. So for the whole 2 other times that I was, showing the watch and making phone calls, the cellular radio inside the watch was not being used. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and make a telephone call with the cellular. Siri, call Apple.
Call Apple Inc. on 1 Infinite Loop in Cupertino. Calling Apple Inc.
Thank you for calling Apple. We are closed. Apple's normal business hours are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time, Monday to Friday. If you're calling for product sales, press 1. Technical support.
Okay, so let's talk about the issues that I had. Hooking the Apple Watch up to AT&T was a nightmare. I was on the phone with customer support for about 2 hours. They could not get my Apple Watch hooked up. And what I found out after doing some research is that I had the old grandfathered unlimited data plan, and if you have that with one of the older plans, you cannot use your Apple Watch on AT&T. And so what I had to do was switch to one of their newer plans, and I really didn't want to do that. But once I found out that the newer plan, that they brought back the unlimited data, and it was exactly the same thing, there was really I wasn't giving anything up by giving up my grandfather plan. It was okay. So that's what I did, and actually my bill is actually going to be a little bit less, so that's good. Another thing, the issue that they're having right now, as of this video being made, is that there's an issue if you're at your home or office and you're doing it's on Wi-Fi and it's making a Wi-Fi call. If you drift away from the Wi-Fi and it's supposed to switch to the cellular, well, Right now, it's not switching perfectly, and sometimes it will drop the call. So that's something to be aware of. It's already kind of a known issue out there in the first few days, so I'm sure Apple will address it. But as of right now, that's just something to be aware of. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I have a lot of cool stuff coming in. If you hadn't hit that subscribe button, please subscribe to my channel. A lot of cool stuff coming. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.
So we got a call coming in, so let's go ahead and let's just try this out. Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Jennifer. So how do you hear me? Do you hear me okay on the new Apple Watch Series 3?
Yeah, you sound fine, just like a regular phone.
Okay, and I can hear you loud and clear.
Normal iPhone.
Okay, so we're on cellular mode here, and everything sounds good, just like a regular phone. Excellent. Okay.
So far, so good.
Okay, excellent. All right, well, thank you very much for the call, and I'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
All right, bye-bye.